Hi, I'm Sister Christine Martin. I'm going to tell you a story from the rural villages in South Africa. As a missionary, one can get up in the morning and not know what the day is going to hold. I remember clearly this particular incident. The phone rang about 9:45. "Sister, please, can you come to our house? We must see you, we're in trouble." And I said, "Well, what kind of trouble?" "The cow died." "Oh," says me, "and we've got to pay the village headman 600 rand. Oh, so that got me thinking. I wonder how this happened, and really, is it a true story, or are they needing money for something else? So anyway, after organising the things back in Zanin that had to be done, I finally got in the bakkie and went out to the village. If you're on your own, it's usually good to at least take the convent dogs with you. They are on the whole well behaved. Their names were Daisy and Polly, two little girl dogs because they belonged to the convent. We only had girls sleeping in the convent. So Polly and Daisy came with me. The sad thing was that just before I got to the house I needed to go to, there were some goats by the side of the road. And didn't Daisy jump out the window and start chasing the goats, and Polly after her? So I had to quickly pull over, put on the brake, turn the ignition off, get out of the car and start yelling like a mad woman, "Daisy, come back! Polly, stop that!" And around and around and up and down the streets, all these goats would be running, and Polly and Daisy at their heels. It took quite a while and a very embarrassing time when I finally picked up one dog, shot her in the car with the window closed, and then did the whole chase again to get the next one and put her back in the car. Anyway, half the village were out watching and laughing by this time. Then I got to the house where the cow had died. The story was that they had, as a little neighbourhood, decided that they'd pay for electricity for one house, and then illegally they would connect 4 other houses or 5 to this one lot of electricity. Well, they weren't electricians who had been trained to be careful and to keep things safe, and so there was a live wire that had been left, and the poor old cow trod on it and it keeled over and then went as stiff as a board during the night. So it was a true story, and the headman of the village was asking for money from every household to replace the cow, because cows are very precious. Good food, especially when there's a wedding or a funeral, they would cook for the entire village because everybody is invited. So this is really, I can remember so clearly chasing those dogs up and down with the goats and then finding the dead cow. The mother of the family I went to was very teary, and she said, "Sister, I'm never going to do this illegal electricity again. That could have been one of my children." So I think, well, yes, sometimes we do learn a very serious lesson. And thank God it was the cow and not one of her children.